Hey guys, it's Ben with Upstart HR and I hope you're doing well today. Today I want to talk about how to prioritize at work. Prioritizing work projects sounds like it's easy sometimes, but more often than not we're juggling a lot of priorities, a lot of different things on our plate, and often different people asking for things, so it's not like there's one point of contact just to say, you know what, I asked you for X, but go ahead and do Y first, and then X, and then you can follow it with Z. Usually it's 10 different people asking for 10 different things all at the same time. So how do you prioritize that? It's a good question. Today we're going to talk about three things that kind of help to do that, and love the little notes here just for you to check out. So the first thing is deadlines. Ask for them. When someone says, hey, I need this report from you, just say, hey, when do you need that by? It ought to become reflex, and just know as someone asks for something that you're going to ask for a date to go with that. And then instead of becoming just something on your to-do list, it becomes an actual action item with a date, a deadline, something that you got to get it done by. And that is one of the easiest things that I've picked up to help prioritize things. When you have a list of 10 different things and none of them have a date on them, you just have to wait for someone to scream the loudest, basically, for you to know which one to do next. Whereas if you have a list with, okay, this is due this date, this date, this date, it's a lot easier to start sorting those out and figuring out which ones are most important. So the second one here is manager feedback. If you are getting some input from, say, your manager and another manager on some projects to do, and they're both kind of conflicting a little bit, the schedules are, then just go back to your manager and say, hey, you know what, this guy's asking me for this stuff too. I know both of them are important. Can you help me figure out which one to go with first, or which one's more important, or how to proceed with that? It's not going to make you look like you're an idiot. It's going to make you look like you're actually proactive, trying to do the right thing and figuring out what's right. And that kind of ties in with number 3, but that's something a lot of people don't do well. They just, I don't know if they freeze up and just wait for one of the people to come back to them and tell them which one's more important. Or if they are going to the other person who's not their manager, which I would try not to do unless you don't have another option, just because your manager is the one who's going to be, he's the one that's aware of your performance and everything else, and they just need to have an awareness. Hey, you know what, if you're kicking butt on both of those projects, you need to make sure they know that you're working on both of these things, so they don't hand you yet another thing to do. So it's good just to kind of keep them in the loop on those things. And then the third big thing, really, is just looking at the conflicts and communicating with people. I said that ties back into the last one, but it's so uncommon for people to do. Like I said, I don't know if someone just freezes up when they have this list of things to do or what it is, but when you have multiple things on your to-do list and you're trying to figure out which one is more important or whatever else, just communicate with people. Say, hey, here's where I am. I'll work on this next, or you know what, I'm not going to be able to get to that next week, but on Monday it's going to be my first priority. Whatever it is, even if you're telling someone, hey, you know what, I'm going to be late on that, at least you're giving them a heads up that you haven't just forgotten that it exists. Because, you know what, think about a time that you're on the receiving end of that. You hand something to someone else expecting it done by a certain date, you hear nothing, and you're like, well, I don't want to ping them and annoy them, but then again, I'm just getting annoyed by waiting for it. And just take that whole thing out. Just go and say, hey, here's what's going on. Just want to give you a status. I am working on this. It is a priority. But this other thing right here is actually, you got to go to a customer next week, so that's why I'm working on it first. Just have some sort of rationale there and communicate it well. So again, not groundbreaking, but 3 things that really will do miracles, work wonders for you when you're trying to prioritize at work. And those again are getting some deadlines on people, turning those into action items, getting some manager feedback on what they think is most critical, and then just communicating the conflicts with people so that you look proactive and on top of things, whether you are or not. So anyway, that's my thoughts on how to prioritize at work. Thanks guys, you have a great week.